Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are just joining us for the first time, please click that subscribe button, and if you have been here already, welcome back and thank you for supporting my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for traditional Caribbean style stew chicken. This is how I make it. A lot of Caribbean countries and a lot of people, they make their stew chicken differently, so I am going to be sharing with you my recipe for stew chicken. Over here I am going to be preparing my green seasoning, which is a very important ingredient for your Caribbean style stew chicken. I have onions, I have 2 pimentos, a little knob of ginger, I have about 8 cloves of garlic, I have some green onion, and I have a little bit of cilantro. I don't have any shano bunny on hand, so I'm going to be using cilantro, which is the same family and it also has the same flavor. So I'm going to grind this in my food processor and then I'll come back. The green seasoning is done and it has been processed. Some people use it very coarsely, and like myself, and some people use it very smooth. They blend it with a little bit of water or olive oil, and some people chop. Today, as you can see, of course they chop my flavors. I'm going to be using this in 3 different ways in my stew chicken. Here I have some all-purpose seasoning. I have a teaspoon of curry powder. I have a half teaspoon of salt, and I have about a teaspoon of Maggi powder. And some people add the Maggi at the end of the stew, but I like to use it in the beginning and allow it to cook into my meat. And here I have some ground clove and allspice and black pepper, and this is going to be the season for my chicken to marinate. I'm going in with my curry powder. You don't have to use curry powder, I just like the flavor. Some people call it curry stew, but I like my stew chicken darker when it has curry. I find it gives it a really nice smoky taste. My clove and black pepper and allspice, AP seasoning, salt and Maggi, and the special touch, 2 heaping tablespoons of my green seasoning. I'm going to give this a mix and allow it to sit there for about 45 minutes before I start cooking it. You can season it overnight and allow it to marinate in the fridge. When I am adding curry to my browning, I don't like to just add the raw curry. Some people use just the raw curry in their browning, but I like to make it into a slurry as if I was gonna chunky my curry. I have chief ground masala and I have a regular curry powder. I have 1 tablespoon of each, and here I have about 1/4 teaspoon of coriander. I just give this a really nice mix. Nice brown sugar. With 2 heaping tablespoons of brown sugar. This is going to caramelize very, very fast. And now I am going to add my curry mixture to this. I'm allowing the curry to fry up a little bit before I add my meat. Now I'm going in with my chicken. I continue, I'm going to quickly wash my hands. The smell of this is so lovely. I'm going to cover this and allow the chicken to spring the liquid. Looks like. Now I'm going to add 2 allspice leaves, and I have 2 bay leaves. So I have since added my bay leaves, as you can see, and my allspice leaves, and I'm going to add just a little bit of water to this and some coconut cream. I don't like using coconut milk in the pack because I find it tastes too artificial. Whenever I'm home in the Caribbean, I would go outside and pick the coconut, dry coconut from under the tree, and I would grate it and make my fresh coconut milk. But in North America, I can't do that outside, so I am going to use coconut cream because I find it's the closest thing to coconut milk. This is 60 grams of coconut cream. I'm going to season this up with some more fresh seasoning, and I'm going to allow it to cook for another 20 to 30 minutes. I'm adding some ketchup, about 3 tablespoons. A last batch of fresh seasoning. This is to give the flavors that extra freshness in the end. You can see the oil from the coconut cream simmering, and the coconut cream is going to thick this up very nicely. I'm going to taste for salt, and then I'm going to add salt to this. Alright, so now I'm going to cover this up and allow it to sit for about 20 minutes. I'm going to be eating this with breadfruit. So it's going to be breadfruit and stewed chicken. Alright, so this is done. I'm going to turn this off. Nice and thick, just the way I like it. And here you have it, stewed chicken.